You cannot. Okay.
Holy Spirit,
You better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey,
Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way. So
Holy Spirit,
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You cannot.
Hold
Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey,
Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way. So
Holy Spirit,
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You cannot. Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey,
Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way. So
Holy Spirit,
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You cannot. Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit.
Hi. Hello, everyone. Oh my goodness, and we are back. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. So we're here to talk about Mahogany. Okay. We absolutely are getting rest in peace to Mahogany, sending positive energy and blessings to her family. Shout out to Mama Gail and her sister Jasmine, and so many other people that have been affected by this. I think we need to keep that in mind. It's why I don't go over like the gory things that happened to her, is because you never know who's watching, right? Some people are invested, even like the family members and stuff like that. Most of them aren't going to jump out the bushes. A lot of times they'll just sit around and watch because they may be curious or have questions themselves, or just kind of like how certain people give the information. So yays. So again, prayers and positive energy being sent out to even all of you in the chat. I know a lot of you get really affected by these stories, right? It's like they kind of like hit home, like Shanquella, and stuff like that. So yeah. So send a positive energy to you guys too, yeah. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Now the title says Mahogany Jackson's Sinya set up her BD Termaine Howard. Okay, question mark. Sinya got away. Here's why. If we're going to get into all of that. But before we do, Blue. Okay, look at here. All right. Now, we've been hearing Blue out. And from what we've been hearing today, again, shout out to the Fish King Paint. From what we've been hearing today, I'm going to just stick to the facts. Okay. Blue, I don't think you're going to jail. I don't think Blue is going to jail. I don't. Now, that as of right now, I don't see it. Okay. Because who the police want are the people that were involved in Mahogany's untimely passing, right? And from what the police gather, Birmingham, they have their suspects, right? So I hear that there may be, other people arrested and things like that. And that's possible. I'm not taking that away. But right now with Blue, if Blue would have just chilled, I don't think Blue had much to worry about. But a lot of the stuff that Blue you're saying on the internet is very incriminating. I will say that you've said a lot of things where it's kind of just like, well, you probably shouldn't be talking about that, but you are. So kudos to you. Who am I to tell you, Blue, what to talk about? Who am I? But from what I gather, I don't see an arrest being made for her unless they find something in the phone that they have of hers. Other than that, she wasn't there. So that's who the police are going to, that's who their sense of focus is going to be. Now, is there enough evidence against her that the police could get to possibly make her an accessory? Or something like that? I don't know. Only time will tell. So I'm not going to say, no, I just don't know what the police have. And I don't know Blue's full involvement because I will have to say that Blue, you have not been honest. You haven't been honest. I think now I'm not talking about in total you haven't been honest. I do think that you do say things that are true, but I do think that you say a lot of things to shield yourself from the decisions that you've made with that people and being accountable for not being cool with Mahogany. You say she was your girlfriend, but you keep calling her your friend, my friend, my friend, my friend, my friend, my friend. Well, pick a team. Okay. Was Mahogany your girlfriend? Or was she just a homie? Okay. Because you make Tasia out to be just a homie. Okay. Well, you said you didn't do anything sexual with Tasia, right? Then why don't you call Tasia your girlfriend? Blue. Waffle come when you was liking on Mahogany, girl, when you liked her, okay, and y'all was talking, you said that y'all were girlfriends, that was your girl. Nothing sexual, just that's your girl in your mind, mental relationship, emotional relationship, right? Well, you have the same relationship with Tasia. Why was Tasia the homie, but Mahogany was your girlfriend? I don't understand. You didn't do anything with either one of them. I think you just like claiming Mahogany because why are you the only person that's saying that y'all go together? I see her sister, her mama, and then her cousins. I see their Facebook posts and stuff and things that they post other places, Twitter, TikTok. They don't talk about you. All they talk about is her daughter, her and her daughter. They don't talk about you. So it's like you're the only person that knew y'all was going together. Brokeback Mountain or Brokeback Hotel, Brokeback Snooty Fox. I sure wish I knew how to quit you. How dare you get mad at me, Ennis, for getting something that I hardly never get? Hello? Woohoo! Women! Hey, Bernard. I'm like, well, what's going on here? Because wasn't Tasia your girlfriend to them? No? Oh, okay. You had all those things with Sinya too. But you got to eat the kuka raw. Absolutely. She almost scared you straight. Absolutely. You went over there and slept with Sinya and you was looking at dudes when you walked out the room. Split that word. All of a sudden, and oh my god. So gays. So look at here. Look at here, girl. You gotten caught up in a lot of tales. Okay. You went on to Ratchet TV. You keep trying to make Ratchet look like a bad person. I really don't understand that. Like, what's your problem with him? You don't like honest people because you want to push your narrative. You said you cried today, man. I cried today when I found out that girl died, man. My friend died, man. But you live like so casually talking about the situation like this happened years ago. It's weird. It's weird. Like your energy is very off-putting. It is. You're giving psycho. Dexter. Absolutely. It's like you're talking about it with a smile on your face. It's weird. It is very off-putting when you talk, because it's like you so casually speak of it. You know, not that we expect a person to be crying every moment, but with something happening so fresh, it would be hard to not get emotional if this is something that is hurting you and you're grieving. So you grieved in like 12 minutes or what? Because you said it was days. Well, that means you should still be going a little piece of through. You ain't going through no more? Your mama dead too? You ain't going through no more? Well, that was quick. She gone. Who got a blunt? Hey, where the weed at, bro? Like, just tell us you're over it already. Because then we'll get it. Because we're confused. Because I'll be like, this one of my friends. I would be a mess. I would be a mess. You claim to have been so cool and you had just them. God would be a mess still, girl. Ain't no expiration on that. Grieving is grieving. Sometimes it take people years. Some people grieve their whole life. True story. So no, we're not expecting somebody to say Mahogany, be like, no, we're not expecting that, girl. We're absolutely not. But what you giving, girl, is giving a little piece of like, look. A little piece of, you should listen to me. All she'll do is listen to what I told her. But she wanted to be two-faced, so hey, this is what it is, y'all. Phone you. So it's like that's what it's giving. This just happened. It happened in February, end of February. It's March. So it would be understandable that for a person to still be really raw with emotion. Sometimes you don't cry, you can talk about it. You know, you feel okay talking about it. And then sometimes it's just like your emotions are running so high within you, you know, because with the grieving process, sometimes you start to accept it. And then sometimes part of you just keeps reverting. It's like you just keep going back to where you're just like, oh my God, I can't, you know. And then it's like you're uncontrollable, you're super emotional. It feels like an anxiety attack or like a panic attack, you know, and whatnot. So, I mean, there's no like rule book of grieving. Everybody does it differently, you know, everyone does it, but people still do it. Some people try to suppress it, and then just something or one day, it just kind of just hits you like a ton of bricks, and then it's just like, Whether it's a song you hear, a movie, a quote, you know, or something, and you think about it, and then you just like break down, just like, oh my God, like, because grieving, everybody does it differently. Some people hold it in years. Some people hold that in for years. So girl, you let out that ugly cry, you know, when you do, because you've been really hurting, you know, and it's better to just let it out. So I'm not saying, you know, she did, again, you can't tell people how to grieve, but it is a little off-putting when you discuss it more so of like everybody was your op, including Mahogany. Because again, when Mahogany passed away, y'all weren't speaking. Like y'all weren't talking. But you don't want to like go into that. You don't want to talk about how you were calling this woman your girlfriend, but no one knew but you. No one else knew though. Like, you beat her up before. You put your hands on her. And you said she was an itty bitty thing. But you want to hop over that and go into detail. What you do to her? Did you body slam her? What you do to her? You want to go into detail about FaceTime calls, about her being tied up and all of that stuff? Okay. What you do to her? How you started off? Did you go like this? Or did you go like how you started off about the cookies, girl? Hurry up. Hurry up. How you waggle? Oh, don't skip over you. No, get into it. You think I'm being so honest that this makes me look like a good person? It don't. You just explained how you could be drafted with your size. And you put that same size on a person that you say 5'1", not even 150, 170 pounds. And you were Reese's Pieces away, or a 2 roll of cookies away. You was 2 rolls of cookies away from entering the 300-pound lane, the express lane, and I'm a girl. So that's what that were. That's what that were. Now that's what you said, girl. Now you sat over there and said you was putting your hands on that girl. Rest in peace, Mahogany, girl. It's a shame you had to go through all of this, Mahogany. It's a shame, Mahogany. Blue was supposed to be your homie, Mahogany. You done saved his life, Mahogany. But she took you to Pound Town over 2 rolls of goddamn cookie. It's a shame, y'all. She said that y'all supposed to be her friends, and she done fought all of y'all. Even y'all niggas. I said, oh, she had y'all that pressed. Oh my goodness. Girl. Because Tasia, if you and Ariana and Sinya, if y'all wouldn't have burned through the town at 12, 13, girl, y'all would have slept with everybody by the time y'all was 11, girl. Maybe y'all could have got y'all more licks like my girl Mahogany and my girl. But no, y'all done pound the town. Pound the town. Y'all know y'all ain't had no cars. How was y'all supposed to get to Memphis to sell the Cooter Cat girl with no car? You know, y'all done stole everybody, uncle and daddy, and all of that, girl. Oh my goodness. Then little Mahogany come in and said she knew. She fresh meat. Everybody looking like, who's that? Gay, come here. And she did. And y'all was mad. Because y'all was to burn up like Pepsi did Michael. Y'all very so much upset. Girl. Tasia done had a 9 turn, 11 pregnancies. 3 made it. And now my girl. No, y'all. Nah. What that word. So then little Mahogany done came and started hanging with y'all crooked arse. Okay? Po thing didn't see it. Bambi. Bambi. That baby was Bambi. Okay? She didn't know what she was doing. Then these gonna be the ones trying to teach her how to walk. These ones trying to teach her how to walk, and they wonder why she running up on her mama and all of that stuff because of these bitches right here. Because of them. Yeah, because I'm getting sick of it. Nah. So I'm starting to get era. They have to happen to this damn girl. Now look at here. A picture full of boogers. These swamp bats, alley rats, what this is. Then all of them got to be the nerve to be around the same dropout age. There ain't a graduation in this damn picture. It ain't a GED on the screen. Bunch of flies running around multiplying. Damn mosquitoes. And all of this looking like a mosquito. Jeremiah look like a horsefly. But it just look at the girl. Then Ariana, Lord. Damn meerkats. Look at here. For instance, Gianna, you built up so bad they use your picture twice. Girl, they says your nigga bill. Might as well just throw up there. They get the point. All of them losing. They all going to jail. It don't matter. You put them in the trial. Oh, well, she getting double life anyway. Now a little piece of the needle in the arm. Because Tasia, you deserve to get the defense. They need to send her to a veterinarian and let them handle her. Put this mosquito down. Now that's what that worked. Nah. They're making me mad. They're making me mad. So I'm a girl. Now let me pull up Sinya. Ooh, girl. Ooh, girl. Birmingham police. Y'all ain't. Look at here. I thought I little piece of light y'all. I thought I little piece of light y'all. I don't. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. I'm doing your job. Now look at here. Now let me pull this up. Birmingham. Y'all had the best episodes on First 48. Y'all tried. It was always down in Alabama. And I'm a girl. So Gabe, now it says he was ambushed, Lord. Family mourns best of my 20-year-old. He was unalived outside of UAB hospital. Downtown. This happened on August 9th, 2019 at 1:42 p.m. It was published on August 9th, 2019 at 1:15 of the p.m. And that's whatever. So and I'm a girl. Now this wonderful black man was slain. Look at what happened to him, girl. So this was him, okay? Now he slept with Sinya. He slept with her and had a baby, girl. She over here on this one too, right there. But her man is above her, and I'm a girl. Absolutely. So and I'm a girl. So she had a baby with this man, Termaine. Okay, that's what that word. Now this man was slain. Let's get into it. The family of a young man pow to unalive outside a UAB hospital said they believe he was set up for ambush by someone with whom he had ongoing issues with over a woman. This woman, you ask? Boom. Absolutely. Absolutely. So what was going on is that Sinya, and I'm a girl, is a thought. And she was still seeing her baby daddy, him, still sleeping with him, and I'm a girl. He was a good father too. He was watching his baby and all of that stuff because his baby was with him. When he went here, he gave his, he let his mom babysit while he went to go handle something real quick. Because he kept, his girl had kept frantically like calling him, and telling him to come. Now this girl is Sinya. So Sinya kept calling him and calling him and calling him and over again. Now let's keep on reading. So, believe he was set up an ambush by someone with whom he had ongoing issues with over a woman. So a man. The victim has been identified as Termaine Dwayne Howard. He was 20 and lived in Bessemer. Okay, the same place. All of this, where these girls, all of that, and I'm a girl. Birmingham police responded about 10:47 p.m. Thursday to reports of pop house fired on 7th Avenue South between 18th and 19th Streets. When they arrived, officers found what appeared to be shell casings. As they investigated, they followed a trail of blood around the corner, said Sergeant Johnny Williams. They found Howard in the 1600 block of 18th Street. He was pronounced deceased on the scene. Williams said witnesses reported hearing multiple pow-pows. The victim, police said, was also in possession of a GUN. So they said Termaine had a GUN on him when they found his body. The hospital was not placed on lockdown, authorities said. Police on Friday said the investigation is ongoing and no arrests have been announced. More than a dozen of Howard's family members, including his mother, were outside Birmingham Police headquarters for several hours Friday, not to only get answers, okay, but also to give answers in the passing of their loved one. They said Howard graduated from high school in Bessemer and has kept a job ever since. Court records don't reflect any criminal record, and the police says he's not the type to get in trouble or become a victim of a violent crime. The large family collectively described him as sweet, loving, respectful, and well-mannered. Quote, "My nephew didn't bother no one," said his aunt, Tequila McDonald. "He didn't roll like that." They said he got in trouble only one time a couple years ago, and they talked with him and made sure he stayed on the right path. He was a father of a 5-month-old daughter and was set to begin a new job Monday at Little Caesars on Green Springs. He was a great father, his mother, Victoria Howard, Victoria Howard said her son recently moved back in with her after a breakup with his girlfriend, Sinya. And I'm a girl. Okay? That's what she's talking about. At 9:30 p.m. Thursday, he asked his mother if she could watch the baby. So he had his baby. He was a good daddy. He had his daughter. If she could watch the baby, and she asked him why. He told her his ex-girlfriend had been calling him repeatedly, and he was going to find out what she wanted. Her. She kept calling him over and over and over and over again. Okay. He arrives. Then Victoria Howard got a call at 2:30 a.m. Friday from the Jefferson County Coroner's Office. The family went to the morgue and was shown a picture of a tattoo. It was his mother's name on Termaine's forearm. "I can't even say how I felt," Victoria Howard said. "It hurt. I know my son. He was never violent." Victoria Howard said they found her son's vehicle still running near his ex-girlfriend's apartment. Birmingham police. How was this man's car still running when y'all got there? You know he was going to see his ex-girlfriend, Anaya, because she kept calling him and calling him and calling him and calling him. And then he gets there and passes away. Literally has his mom babysit, and she said, "Well, where are you going?" "I'm going. My girl, my ex keep calling me. I'm about to go see what she wants." "Oh, okay, baby. See when you get back." So why would his mother think anything of it? He didn't know why. He just said that she kept calling. He didn't know what she wanted. So he was about to go see. Like, okay, well, what you want? Like, you blowing me up? Like, we'll see. That's all he went over there, and I'm like, "Girl." Okay. So it says they found her son's vehicle still running near his ex-girlfriend's apartment, close to the VA hospital in Birmingham, not far from where he was pow-powed. It was that car they drove to the police headquarters Friday. She said it had a bullet hole in it from a earlier altercation. That's the only reason he had a GUN with him Thursday night, they said. So again, she had tried to take him out before. I bring you, hold on, let me pull this up. Hold on. Let me bring you back to Ariana. This Ariana Facebook. Okay, this is Mahogany. We want Ariana right here. So I bring you back to Ariana's Facebook, and what she say in this video? This is Sinya.
My again. Say no grand new ain't sleeping, baby. Cause I killed it before I let her kill me. I killed it. Hop over before I let him kill me, baby. I killed him, bitch. My again.
So when Sanaya's saying, first of all, recklessly swinging that weapon around with that baby, right there, she is saying that she has pow to him before. You know, she said that she's, fooled before. Now, she could have just been joking, or she could be telling the truth. There are a lot of unsolved murders where they live. A lot of them are unsolved. So it doesn't mean that either them or people that they know have done certain things to other people, that they haven't taken other lives. Like Brandon and Francis and all of them, just because they don't have any DNA, or maybe didn't have any DNA, or didn't have a link to them. Sometimes, well, the majority of the time, if a criminal has done more than one pow-powing or life-taking, they can connect them to other crimes. When they connect dots, it's like, oh, well, he actually was hanging with these people, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, let's look at this. And they connect the dots, and then it's like, oh, well, he could have, because this weapon took out this person too. The weapon that was described was the weapon that we found on them. The weapon, also this person's life was ended up, so you have what they call bodies on weapons, because a lot of these people don't have these weapons registered and whatnot. They buy them from people and stuff like that. So who knows, how many bodies, if you will, are on set weapons. So again, but she said that she's, took lives. She could have been joking, or she could have been telling the truth. She absolutely could have. Taja was arrested for pow-powing at a woman in in an occupied building. They do, just because they missed that time don't mean that they didn't miss another time they did that. And they were successful, but no one knows that they did it, or no one told, So let's go back to the article. Okay. So you see that the article says that he was ambushed, but let's keep going. So, all right here. I think we were right. Okay. How she felt. Okay, Victoria said they found her son's vehicle still running near his ex-girlfriend's apartment close to the VA hospital in Birmingham, not far away from where he was pow-powed. It was that car they drove to the police headquarters Friday. She said it had bullet holes in it from an earlier altercation. That's the only reason he had a GUN with him Thursday night, they said. So it sounds like this wasn't the first attempt on his life. Family members said they are still trying to absorb the shock of Howard's passing, but said they are determined to get justice. I am not going to let my nephew's passing be in vain, his aunt said. We've got peace because we know who did it and why. Now we want justice. It ain't right. Sinya, they know you had everything to do with it. They know you did. They know you did. Now, let's get into this. Let's get into Birmingham dropping the ball. Let's get into that. Now, I want you to read this. Read very closely. It says, Beham police ID homicide victim in shooting near UAB campus. Okay. So it says Sergeant Williams says officers responding to let me read from the beginning. Birmingham police are investigating a homicide that happened late Thursday night downtown. Sergeant Johnny Williams says officers responding to a call of pop house fired on 7th Street in the South found a deceased person lying in the 600 block of 18th Street South. Authorities have identified the victim as 20-year-old Termaine Howard. Howard appeared to suffer from an apparent pop-out wound, police said. Police do not have any information on a possible suspect, okay? Although the family talked to Birmingham police. Now, you see it says that it was a homicide investigation, all right? Not only that, in the article we read before, it said that Termaine was ambushed. He was ambushed, okay? Let's get into this. Girl. Pawpawing death of 20-year-old outside of UAB hospital ruled justifiable. No charges will be filed. Birmingham, what happened? Birmingham. They're out here saying these girls are sleeping with police officers. Birmingham. What are y'all talking about? Y'all said that this was an homicide. This ain't no homicide no more? What happened? Y'all said no charges. Not only that, it gets worse. It gets worse. The fatal pawpawing of 20-year-old outside of UAB hospital has been ruled justifiable. No criminal charges will be filed in connection with the case. Termaine Dwayne Howard of Bessemer was unalive Thursday night. The Jefferson County District Attorney's Office on Tuesday issued ruling according to Birmingham police. Investigators say a GUN was found on Howard when he was found unalived. They did not elaborate on why the pawpawing was justified. How was it justified? All because he had a weapon on him? Excuse me? He was literally ambushed. His car was left running, all of that. His ex-girlfriend, Sinya, calls him frantic multiple times. He goes to see what she wants and his life is taken. But you said that his passing is justifiable. How? Because he had a weapon on him? Did that weapon take a life or something like that? Or Papa, do you have a victim that's stating that I was well within my right? I was standing my ground or something like what? What's making this justifiable? Because he had a weapon? Excuse me? How does somebody go from being ambushed to it being justified? How is ambushing justifiable? Even with a raid, you need a warrant. Even with a raid, you need a warrant. So I'm confused. I'm like, okay, well, so it's just over? Because he had a weapon. So since he had a weapon, guilty. What? You heard his aunt say that they were going to get him justice, that his passing will not be in vain, that we know who did it. We know who did it, and we're going to get justice. Sinya is one of the people. She set him up. Absolutely. And then has the nerve to be, let me pull up her TikTok. And then has the nerve to be posting this man like She didn't set him up. It's like you set him up. The audacity? You set him completely up. And she posted him on her TikTok and stuff. Like, you see, she only posted him one time. She don't say nothing about him. She let those lyrics play. She don't say nothing about him because you know you dirty. You know what you did to him. Yeah. You know you set him up to be robbed or something like that. I think that something was going on with Termaine that the family didn't necessarily know about. I think it was some other stuff going on. Because again, if he had a weapon already, because people were already like coming for him and trying to take his life, I don't think that, him having that weapon for protection, I don't feel like it was just nothing going on. It was something going on. And I think that he told his mom, just kind of put it out there in a way to make her not worry and be like, oh yeah, my ex keep calling. I'm about to just go see what she wants. Can you watch the baby for me? So he wouldn't alarm her. But I think he knew it was more than that. Going out of the door, because he didn't necessarily what he gives meet up with his ex. I guess he met up with the dude that she was seeing, somebody that I believe popped out at his vehicle. And I think that she had something to do with it, like 100%. And then she was the one that was calling him. But here's another thing too. How do we know that it was Sinya calling? It was her phone. So he could have been calling, the ex, Termaine, through her phone, and whatnot. But I do think that it was a conversation had. I do think that he ended up speaking to her, and I think she told him to come over. Because I don't see if she was just calling. I mean, why wouldn't you? If you want to see what's up, you can just answer the phone. So I think he did. And yeah, I think he knew what was up. Maybe he exchanged some words with the dude and whatnot, and they wanted him to come over there because the dude had every intention of taking his life when he got there. And I think that she was the bait to get him to come over, because I don't think he would have literally went over there if the dude told him to. I think it was a bait and switch. The Sinya bait him over there, and then it's the switch. Before he can even get out the car, he probably saw who he needed to see, or they ran up on his vehicle, or something like that. And, because they followed a trail. So with them following a trail of blood, it had to have been his. So I don't know if they were chasing each other or running and pop-powing at each other, or he pulled up and he already had a weapon on him when he pulled around a corner or something like that, because it happened outside. It didn't happen in the apartment building it didn't happen down the street from where she lived. It didn't happen right in there. So I think it was something like that. Maybe saw him on the way, or he was outside waiting. Thought he was about to come over there and talk to Sinya, and yeah, old boy was out there waiting for him. So it's very unfortunate. So Bluevy was wondering what happened to Sinaya's baby father. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. And did you know his case is closed? They closed his case because they said it was justifiable because he had a weapon on him. All because he had a weapon on him, because they gave no details. Hold on, let's pull that back up. Right here it says justifiable, no charges. Where we were at the beginning part. Okay, Birmingham police responded about 10:47 p.m. Thursday to a report a pop house fired on 7th Avenue South between 18th and 19th Street. When they arrived, officers found what appeared to be shell casings. As they investigated, they followed a trail of blood around the corner, said Sergeant Johnny Williams. They found Howard in the 600 block of 18th Street. He was pronounced unalive on the scene. Police said witnesses reported hearing multiple pow-pows. The victim, police said, was in possession of a GUN. More than a dozen of Howard's family members, including his mother, were outside Birmingham Police headquarters for several hours Friday morning. Why do they think this family was outside for 7 hours? Because it's not justifiable. It's like, what do you mean? Why wouldn't the family be out there? The whole family out there, like, what do y'all mean? What are y'all talking about? Justifiable? Like, nah. He was ambushed, and the ambush gives it was multiple people, that it wasn't one person. All it takes is one person to end a life, but it gives multiple people were there. They said he was ambushed. Gives multiple people, not just one. It don't give, oh boy, was outside with one person. Give he was out there with like 3 or 4, and they ambushed him. Maybe it started off in a fight, and what's the fight ended with him being piled one time, and they ran. But he was ambushed, and I feel like the ambush mean like he was jumped. I think his property was taken from him. I think they robbed him in the process of doing that too, and ended him because he didn't want Sinya, I guess, messing with him anymore, or him alive for her to be messing with him. So to prove her loyalty, she lured him over there. That's what it gives, because the ongoing issues was not between him and Sinya. They had broke up. And he moved in because he was living with her, and he moved because they had a baby together, and he moved in with his mom. So it gives Sinya was already messing with somebody else, because that's what was being said, that she was messing with both of them, that she was messing with this other dude, and she was messing with Termaine. Absolutely. And in the process of that, she lured him and set him up to be ambushed by the dude she was basically choosing over him. So yeah, she set that man up. She did, and she knows she did. Even the family does. Again, sending us out for 7 hours. They said they believed Howard was ambushed. He was unalived in an ongoing dispute between their loved one and another man over a woman. So they're saying this man did this to our family member because they was going back and forth. He was leaving her. They broke up. He was still a good dad. He was still seeing his kid. I even had his kid when he went over there to see what she wanted. He didn't say nothing about, I'm about to go over here and see this dude or that. No, he said that I'm about to go see what my ex calling for. That's what he told his mom. And he did, because his car was found right by her house, not even block and a half or so, something like that, down the street. Like, you could see his house, his car from her building. That's how close it was. So it wasn't like he 5-6 blocks away on the other side of town. No. He was ambushed. Efforts to reach them for comment weren't immediately successful. The family previously said Howard graduated from high school in Bessemer and had kept a job ever since. Court records don't reflect any criminal record, and the family said he wasn't the type to get in trouble and become a... So this is what it gives. It gives that Termaine, which, let me pull up a picture of him. It gives Termaine was a good kid, right? Termaine was a good kid messing with a girl, which was Sinya. Ended up getting her pregnant. And in the process of getting her pregnant, he wanted to be a good dad. Had a good name. He wasn't out here in these streets getting in trouble, and all that stuff, right? So it gives he got with Sinya, and Sinya pulled him into things that she had going on. So it gives that she may have been more of an influence on him than he wanted her to be. So he might have done some things that he regret trying to be with her. Because, you're young, you're dumb. You feel like you love someone or think you're in love, whatnot. Y'all got a kid and all this together, blah, blah, blah. I think that she was already wild and doing a lot of illegal things. And I think that she was trying to bring him in and pull him into the lifestyle that she was living. I think that's probably why they were bumping heads and why they decided to separate, why he decided to break up with her. It's because he probably didn't want to live that lifestyle. He probably wanted his kid around the things and the stuff that she was doing. He's hearing about her sleeping with other men and all of this stuff, having other men around her. I mean, his kid, their daughter, you know, so it could be all type of stuff that they were probably getting into it about, but with him not having a criminal record and his family, like, no, he was not like that. Like, he was not the type of kid to get in trouble or be out here doing illegal things and something. No, he was not that type of person. He was laid back. He was a nice guy, sweet kid, loving, great dad. After he graduated high school, he had a job ever since, you know, whatnot. Like, you know, he was paving a way for himself. So he came back to move home with his mom after he decided that probably the things that she was indulging in, she didn't, you know, I mean, he didn't want to be in that stuff. And I think that this male that popped out his vehicle and the reason why he wouldn't got a weapon, because that's what it gives. This man popped out at him because of Sinya. Because of Sinya, maybe that was a breaking point too, to where he like, you know what, you got out here in these streets trying to pow me, you know, all of this because you cheating on me. Like, maybe that was a factor. I don't know, you know. But she said because of a situation that happened prior, which was Thursday, that his vehicle had got pop out at. So his car get pop out at on Thursday. If y'all would have did y'all job, Birmingham police, maybe he wouldn't have felt that he needed to go get a weapon to defend himself. Maybe he wouldn't have felt that way if y'all were doing what y'all was supposed to do. Okay. Just because you hear a lot of pow-pows on me, stop going to it. It's your job. So if you can't kick it, move around. Like, move around. So, yeah, I think that he was done wrong. Y'all know that there was an ongoing problem. And again, Thursday. The situation happened. It started Thursday. And then next day, gone. The next day. So that's why I think it happened really quickly. And the family's like, no, he's not that type of person. You know, he wasn't out here in these streets, you know, doing da-da-da. And he wasn't. I don't feel like he was. I think Sinya brought this energy. Some people can come around you and be a dark cloud. Some people can come around you and be the means to your end. They really can. They really can. And these people don't value life. They absolutely do not. Like with Mahogany. I don't think Mahogany, please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. I don't think, and this is just my opinion, hearing certain things that Blue said, and other people, like, again, just because they may not be telling the truth about some things does not mean that they're not telling the truth, right? So I want to say this about Mahogany. I think the reason why they have the males on a capital murder charge because Tasia, the women, I'm gonna just say it. Okay, trigger warning, a little bit of a trigger. So the women did not want Mahogany to pass away. That's how I feel. As ruthless as Tasia is, I don't think that they wanted Mahogany to pass. I don't. I don't think they necessarily have it in them. I think that they want to live a certain life, but really aren't about that life, right? I think that once Tasia told Brandon, which is allegedly the dude she's dating, to SA Mahogany, I think that is what made things go too far. I think that the men had Mahogany alone at one point towards the Mahogany's end. I think the men were around her. And I think things were happening. They were doing things, and it went too far. Rather, Mahogany tried to escape, or I don't know, maybe a cry out for help, you know, or something like that. Maybe somebody heard something, or something was the trigger. Maybe after one of them got done, like Jeremiah, the youngest one, he just couldn't handle it. I felt like, you know, she was going to tell, or that there was so much. And I also feel like Brandon felt that way too. I think both Brandon and Jeremiah felt like she needed to pass away, that we need to take her life. I think it was the men, because they are the difference. Tage and them have set people up, but from what I gather, I'm not hearing nothing about them truly setting people up and them taking lives themselves. Now, it's possible, but we don't know any of that to be true. That's just speculation. And so with them setting people up before, even people in their own clique, setting them up, they're not setting them up to pass away. I think the difference is involving the male energy. I think the men took it too far. I think they and got afraid. And, you know, rather Mahogany was trying to escape, or rather she got to the point of fighting them back and whatnot. I think they were just like, you know what? We could really go down, you know, somebody find out about this. And I think that's when they went to start, you know, pondering and panicking. And then you add alcohol and, you know, certain substances they may be on, you know, at the time, and all of this aggression and all of this toxic demon time energy that they're on. Because I really don't think that when they woke Mahogany up, I think they woke her up to rob her. And I think they use other situations of ways, because Tasia gives guilt trip. Like, she likes to send people on guilt trips to make them feel like they owe her. Because they feel like Tasia letting them come in and out of her house and just stay there and stuff like that. No, this is what narcissists do. They give you something so that they can hold it over your head. You know, so that, you know, they love to be owed because it makes them look innocent. It makes them look as if you've done them wrong, as if you wronged them in a way, because look at all of I've done for you. I let you stay at my house. I let you eat my food. I let you drink my water. You was using my life. You know, to guilt trip a person to make them feel guilty. And I think she did that with all of them. So I think that was her intention, was to make Mahogany feel some type of way, make Mahogany look like she was the op, because they are extremely jealous and envious of each other. You know, when one is struggling, especially Tasia, she's going to take. So she hear Mahogany just got some cash and whatnot. She already not feeling her because of all of this stuff she allegedly said to Blue and this and that. And she told her about my baby daddy and, you know, everything, you know, with them dudes and, you know, blah, blah, this and blah, blah, that. I feel like it was a plethora of things that they were trying to use. But I think overall, Tasia did want Mahogany's money. Because when you get broke, you get broke. So I think that's why one of the main reasons why it happened, because Tasia thirsty. You got people that'll take a life for less, or you got people that'll take a life for $50. You got people that'll do the most heinous things, even people, you know, rob gas stations, stuff like that. You're not getting much. You're really not getting much. That's why most people do like banks, because you have a high probability of getting more money because they carry more. But yeah, people have, you know, unalived people for less. So that's why I think it got out of control at one point, because you are involving a bunch of energies that shouldn't be there. You can see from the videos that it progressively gets worse. The men even put their hands on her. Even the men did. Okay? So there's reasons behind this energy. There's reasons behind it. It's not just for nothing. It isn't. You know, I don't care what Blue says. Your name was being said for a reason. So if you feel like you're innocent because you weren't there, whatever, fine. I'm not here to argue with you about you. You know, you know how you feel, and how you feel is that, you know, I had nothing to do with it because I didn't take her life, but she saved yours. You don't even seem grateful. Why does other people have to bring up the fact that she saved your life? Why do other people have to bring that up? Mahogany was not just attacked by women, she was also attacked by men. So, and you making it seem like that would have never happened to you because you would have ... No, that could have very so much happened to you. You think you're stronger than a man until it's time to take one down. Absolutely. When you set someone up, you set them up. So if they know you're known for carrying things and stuff like that, they're going to make sure that they take care of certain things, make you feel like it's non-confrontational. Oh, it's just us. It's just going to be me and this person, you know, blah, blah, blah. So do you, oh, okay, no reason for me to bring my piece or, you know, nothing like that. We just about to chill. Then you get over there and 4 men walk in that you, like you said, Blue, you barely knew them. It's giving Mahogany same energy. She knew of them, didn't know them, because look at what they did to her. I understand Mahogany staying at Brandon's house. This is how you know that she was set up. Because if it started at Brandon's house and Mahogany felt comfortable enough to spend the night there and stay there, then that means that it was something about him that she trusted. And that gives Tasia, because Tasia was allegedly dating Brandon. Okay, so let me pull them back up. Tasia Lewis, right here at the end, above her is Brandon Pope. They were allegedly dating. Okay. Tasia told Brandon and Blair and Jeremiah to essay Mahogany. Okay. All right. And I believe Giovanni has something to do with that too. But yeah, so I feel like Mahogany felt comfortable staying with Brandon because she wasn't staying with Brandon. Tasia was always over there. So for her to go over to Brandon's and be chilling over there, obviously Tasia was not worried about Brandon and Mahogany because Brandon, you know, wasn't messing with Mahogany and, you know, whatever. So they were all cool. Tasia and Brandon, boyfriend, girlfriend. Mahogany, my homegirl, she just over here chilling because she don't stay here. Mahogany's lived in Jasper. So when Mahogany would be in town, which is about an hour 20 minutes, where they were in Bessemer and whatnot, where they were, it's not close. So when Mahogany would stay there, that's why she would stay at Tasia's house, because Tasia would just let anybody stay there. Okay. But at that point in time, I believe Tasia was spending more time at Brandon's. So was Mahogany. Mahogany was over at Brandon's house because of Tasia. I don't feel like Brandon invited her over there. I feel like Tasia did. Okay. So when they came in and ambushed her, bum rushed her allegedly while she was asleep, woke her up out her sleep, attacking her, all of that stuff, because they didn't want her passcodes. They must didn't want that until later. So that's how you know it was personal, because the whole Blue conversation and all of that stuff, like, girl, shout out to Ratchet TV in the building. Shout out to Ratchet TV. So yeah, I just, Francis and Giovanni look like the same person. Yeah, they got that wrong on the mugshot. This is actually Francis. This is Francis. Yes, that's what I say. And y'all see it at the bottom. Courtesy Birmingham Police Department. Look at this. They made Francis Harris and Giovanni Clapp the same person. I'm like, wow. Typo. Do we all look alike? But this is Francis. Okay, this is Francis Harris. Yeah. So that you don't blame me. Blame Birmingham. They did that. And I'm a girl. So yeah. So I don't believe that, you know, Sinya and Tasia wanted her to pass away. I don't think that their minds were going there. I think their minds were more so of, we gonna show her, because Blue, you knew that that's what they would do. You knew. And Blue, you said out of your own mouth today on the Official King Pain, you said that you just thought they would fight. You said that you just thought they would fight. That's what you said. So you knew it was going to be smoke. Absolutely. Absolutely. You knew that there was going to be smoke. You wanted there to be smoke. You still have not explained why Mahogany did not know Ariana was on that phone. But you so innocent. Okay, we'll be innocent. That's fine. You know, if you feel like you innocent, girl, who am I to tell you different? But that's not innocent to me. That's not non-set-up-y to me. Blue, you messy as Just like Tasia, y'all are one in the same. Because we'll talk to Tasia and she'll be blue, 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 blue. Admit one or two things about herself and then right back blue, 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 blue. So y'all are one and the same. Y'all the same person. What don't you get about that? You was doing the same things with them, and then you're like, I ain't never sold nothing with them, but you are a thief. So that's the thing. It takes one to know one. Just because you didn't steal with them, don't mean that you ain't no thief. Just because you ain't no hoe with them, don't mean you ain't no hoe. It don't mean that. You just don't do it with them. Because how you said that a friend of yours called you at your girlfriend's house to tell you that your girlfriend had passed away, and you looking at her, is still confusing to me, sweetie. Still confusing to me. I'm still confused. But you swear you got all the answers. All the answers. No, you did not take her life, but you were involved with her life being taken away. Absolutely. Absolutely. Just like didn't no one necessarily make an attempt on your life, but Mahogany did save it. She did save it. She did. Because they would have did the same thing to you. And you would have went back around them. Because you were still talking. Why would you even be talking to Ariana? You said you hit Ariana up on Tuesday and whatnot, but she had you blocked. That all the, but she hit you up. All the, what? Isn't she the op? Did she go tell Tasia everything you said on the phone, girl? With Mahogany, girl? Ain't she the op? What you calling the op for? Because you mad messy. Absolutely. Girl, you are no better. You are just like them. That's why all y'all, because it's birds of a feather. You are just like them. Girl, you can take your nose out of the air because you ain't get caught with them. That's it. You can't convince me you would not have been on the same time as everybody else there. If you were there, you would have been involved. I don't care what you think. I really don't. I really don't. I feel like you would have been doing everything that they were doing. You would have been the Giovanni's. You would have been the Sinya. You would have been all of that because you wasn't even fucking with her. You wasn't even fucking with Mahogany before she passed away, girl. You wasn't even talking to her, but she was your girlfriend that you don't talk to. How more invisible is Mahogany? Can she be more visible in your life? It's given delusion. You say you're in an emotional relationship with somebody that you were dating up until they passed away, but you hear that she missing and all of this stuff. You don't call her once. You call everybody but her. Okay. Okay, girl. But I didn't do it. Nobody said you did. They in jail, you're not. But it doesn't mean you had no involvement. Yeah, you did. You absolutely did. I want to thank everybody that sent super stickers and whatnot the first time that we were live. As soon as the live uploads, I'm going to write your name down. And when I come back live, I'm going to thank you guys. I was trying to get both shows out. And oh my God, I love you guys so much. I absolutely do. Shout out to shout out to, I'm just gonna say Voki. I'm hoping I'm saying that right, becoming a member. Shout out to Kia and shout out to Deidre. Welcome members. So yeah, so she can run around with this if she want to make it seem like, oh, I'm innocent. I didn't do anything. Okay. Okay, girl. If you feel that way, because if I were you, I would be a mess. And I wouldn't be a mess just because she passed away. I would be a mess because of your involvement. That's how I know there's something wrong with you. Because how could you not feel horrible? I would feel horrible if I were you. You walking around like, I don't know what your problem is. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, what are you talking about? If I were you, I would feel like, I absolutely would. Because you told Mahogany nothing. When you could have. She could have at least moved different if you would have told her that Ariana was listening. The same person you called. You didn't try to contact nobody else, not even Mahogany, but you tried contacting Ariana. I thought you said you was cool with her because she wasn't cool with Tasia. Like, pick a team. Like, your story is everywhere. It's everywhere. And then you're getting mad at people because you keep explaining and saying the same lies at one point, and sometimes the truth, over and over and over, and getting upset that people still have questions. When you are saying something honest and speaking the truth When something makes sense, there's less questions because you have an answer. You answered it. But you're going around it. No, don't go around it. Just say what happened. And not with them because you weren't there. But you sit here talking like you was. I'm like, girl, you sure you wasn't there? How you know that she was ambushed in her sleep? We don't even know. Do the police even know that? I'm like, girl, because Termaine got ambushed and they said it was justifiable. And Birmingham, y'all justify ambushing. Girl, I don't know. It's a little confusing. Because you speak like you was there. That's why people think you were there. That's why you should shut the up. If you don't want people to think you, because that's what you give. You give like you were there. And when you're telling the truth, it stays the same. Your story don't change. Blue, I wasn't involved. That's not going to change. You can ask me in 6 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now. I'm still going to say I wasn't involved because I wasn't. That's my truth. So it's not going to change. You're going to ask me 6 years later and I'll be like, oh, well. And I ain't no, oh, well, a lot of mercy. I said, oh, no, you tried. You got your nerve. You said you wasn't involved. You wasn't there. You don't get to do that. So you keep telling your story, and then Saturdays turn into Sundays, Sundays turn into Mondays, Tuesdays turn into Wednesdays, and all of this stuff, but we're not supposed to question nothing because we bias or your story don't make sense. I don't know. Stories usually don't make sense when you're trying to protect yourself. See, when you're telling the truth, it just flow. And it stay the same. It don't change. Stay the same. And it flows. It just organically comes out of your mouth. You don't stumble or anything. Anytime you're telling a story, it's going to be a lot of things you may forget or don't remember, or something sparks your memory of something else that happened. That's fine. That's not a problem. But your original story should always stay the same. The ending should always be the ending. The ending shouldn't change. Your endings, middles, the beginnings, right after the beginnings, all of that, it keep changing. But you mad at us. You hooping and hollering at us. Like, girl, you don't make sense. That's why, and these are open cases, and you're saying these are open cases, then shut the up. Aren't you the same person that said at the Ratchet TV you wasn't interviewing no more? But we're not supposed to call it out because people keep talking, so you get to lie. It's cool that I lie because y'all keep talking on me. Then shut the up. It wouldn't be nothing for people to say because they talking about what you're saying. They're not just talking, girl. No, they're talking about what you keep saying, girl. Like, you making it seem like people putting words in your mouth. No, they're dissecting the words you keep saying out of your mouth, but you keep changing your story. So then you have a bunch of other bloggers that are talking about the situation, so where their stories keep changing because yours do. Keep our story together. Keep our content together. Which narrative do you want ran, girl? Are you innocent? Or the jury's still out? Pick a team. Grill, you make innocent look hard. I thought you just either are or you aren't. Like, you make innocent, for somebody that's innocent, you make it look hard. You make innocent look stressful, girl. Girl, you make innocent look stressful as, girl. Girl. You make innocent look different. You make innocent look different, sweetie. Wow. Like, I'm like, and I'm a girl. So for you to be innocent, you ain't acting that way. It's easy. It's easy. Again, Sean, was you involved in what happened with Mahogany? No. That's not going to change. Yeah. And I'm a girl. Somebody asked you, when did the FaceTime call, Ratchet TV, say, when was the FaceTime call? Saturday. When did you hear about it? Sunday. I mean, no, ain't no, I mean. You go over to King Payne Sunday. It was Tuesday. I sent a receipt. But Thursday. It's just like, girl, oh no. Girl, we nosy as hell. Absolutely. Most of us that listen to your interview were ratchet 2-3 times. Girl, I know what you said about heart. I could do a TikTok of it, and I'm my girl. I said, no, you tried. You got your nerve. Look at here. You said on ratchet to find out she was missing on Sunday or Saturday. Then you changed it to Sunday. Go over to Kings and say it was on Sunday, but this happened on Sunday. It's like, what? Girl, do you know we can see you? I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like, girl. And I'm like, girl. I'm like, she got her nerve. Talk about, oh, I've been waiting to do this. I've been waiting to interview. What are you talking about? You've been waiting to go in on Tasia? Because that's what you're doing. This stopped being about Mahogany, what, 2-3 hours ago? Like, shout out to Bitch King Payne, but I well, this stopped being about Mahogany, what, 2-3 hours ago? This is the Tasia show. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You gotta love somebody that'll sit there and tell you that all they did was talk ish about her, but that's what she said. That's all she doing. All Tasia did was talk about me behind my back. Is Tasia here? Is she on the panel? I didn't hear say because you said I got roaches. I defend myself. You say I got rats. I'ma defend myself. So what do you call this? What you call what you doing right now? And I'm my girl. Mm-hmm. You know you got gel some over your head. Again, they're gonna be in there. Come on. All of them. Cause now they're in there waiting for you. Yeah, because you know your journey ain't down that road. You absolutely are. You got these charges for the most crazy things. But you ain't know, you know. I ain't never steal nothing with them. You steal Idea. You still girl. I'm like, you tried. You still a thief. Like what, girl? Could never come to my house. No. Girl, you're still my doorknob. So, and I'm my girl. So I'm like, yeah, you still a thief? I just didn't steal with them. So? Like, you still do it? Like, girl, you said that like how the audacity that girl, I'm not a thief. I don't steal. I'm not here robbing people. I don't do none of that stuff. But you do. You have. I'm not out here popping at people and stuff. I'm not doing none of that. You are. So because you and I are doing it together, what? That means that I'm a good person, not you. You still out here doing it. Like, girl, please. Stop it. Like, girl. And then you try to make it seem like you on a run. I can't tell. On a run from who? Then you just turn yourself in, girl? Turn yourself into invisible charges? You see the police just arrest me. Because I ain't do nothing. Then, sir, Mr. Blue, why do you want us to arrest you then if you ain't do nothing? Now, normally, you blacks don't just walk up. What is this? What you got going on? And I only got one pair of cuffs. So, hold on, let me over here, Roger, over here on 7th and 9th. Got a big guy over here on the ground. I'm gonna need another pair of cuffs. You can get over here 10-4. So and I'm a girl. So the cop only had one pair of cuffs. So cause they look at what you do. What that were? What you out here on the ground covering up this whole lawn for? Why you out here smothering this grass? What the okay? What you do? You want us to arrest you? For what? Girl, we ain't got gas for all of this. Girl, what you want, girl? Now look at here. So she called hands in the air, all of this, because she's such a good person. She's such a good person. I know I may have set her up because I ain't tell her that Ariana was on the phone and I knew she'd go back and tell Tasia. And then a week or two later, it did, 3. It did come back to Hana, but I just thought they was gonna beat her up. Oh well, y'all let me out. Let me out. I thought you was going with us. No, I can't. So and I'm a girl. And so she's sitting outside big. Girl, well, I look cute getting arrested. Okay. Yes. So I'm gonna go. So she's sending outside. So I'm making this look way better. Okay, it's cute when I get arrested cute. I get arrested cute, girl. Blue, not so much. So I mean, I need you to work on it, Blue. If you would have sucked in when the cops got there, girl, if you would have just sucked in and just Blue, girl, if you would have. If you would have did that, girl. What did you have on, by the way? I was meaning to ask you that. What the were you wearing? Don't y'all steal? Y'all should have on nice clothes, thread. So she was standing outside going Blue. Blue was standing outside, talking about some, look at here. If they arrest me, if they let me out, I'm innocent. What? What? People only really put you in this because you came forward clout chasing and I'm a girl. She done been your girlfriend to your best friend to your friend, to all of this, girl. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, girl, this wasn't even about you. Like, you're making it about you. It's about Mahogany. She don't even want to talk about Mahogany because she don't like her. It's the shame that girl done passed away, Blue, and you still don't like her. That's the shame, girl. You gotta let bygones be bygones. And I'm a girl. You still don't like her. That's what it's giving. It's giving you still don't like her. It's giving she's still a little piece. Getting on your nerves. And I'm a girl. Because she don't want Mahogany to be looked at as a victim. Blue, you do realize that, right? You keep trying to go around and, oh, she wasn't innocent. None of us was innocent. Who say that? Who say that? If I was Mahogany cousin, I would have been cussed you out. Who say that? Wait, we weren't innocent. We didn't say she was. Did that say it on the Mahogany Lil Hatch, the most innocent person that's ever roamed the street? Didn't nobody say that? Who said that? It's like you really wanted to get it out there that Mahogany's not innocent. Why? Why? And then you talking about she playing both sides. So you had Ariana on the phone with you and Mahogany and didn't tell Mahogany that Ariana was on the phone, but you was pretending like you was cool with Mahogany, knowing that what she was about to say, that Ariana was about to hear, the stuff that she was going to say about Tasia baby daddy, and the crew allegedly basically putting the head out on her, Blue, you're literally playing both sides. You didn't tell you didn't tell Mahogany that Ariana was on the phone, and you're sitting there egging Mahogany to say things that you know are damaging. So you set her up. You did. And it did come back to haunt her. It did. No matter how you flip it. There's your accountability. That's what you should be taking accountability for. Not her herder. No. Because those people, those were decisions that were made. And they weren't yours. They weren't your orders, or anything like that. But you did want her hurt. That's why part of it is satisfying. It's bittersweet to you. Bitter because she passed, sweet because she wasn't innocent herself. Interesting. Interesting. You say Mahogany was playing both sides. What were you doing? Being cool with Ariana, somebody that Mahogany really didn't even know like that. Knew of, but didn't really know her. And you knew that information would get back to Tasia and not through Mahogany. That's why you wanted Ariana on the phone. Because if Ariana wasn't on the phone, blue, it would have never gotten back to Tasia. Because Mahogany would have never told her that. No, she went out. Why would Mahogany tell her, hey, I'm protecting Blue against you by letting her know that you guys are going to set her up? God, please. I'm like, yeah, that's cute. I'm like, okay, but all right. You tried. I see right through that. Like, yeah, no. You knew that the only way that information will get back is by a third party because you weren't talking to Tasia, so you weren't going to tell her. You knew Mahogany was going to tell her because Mahogany was basically betraying her by giving you said information. Ariana, ding, 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 she'll go and tell her. She will. I know she will because Mahogany playing both sides, blah, blah, blah. But that's what you doing. I'm like, girl, everything you say they do, you do. Girl, you said that Tasia was dirty, that she'll, use you and then, spiral off on you. Then the next thing you know, she's setting you up or you don't fought her sister. Okay, well, when Mahogany ate your cookies, didn't you fight her? One and the same. One and the same. All of y'all feel like y'all can punk people. Like, girl, what did you put your hands on Mahogany for? Over some damn cookies? Over some cookies? Yeah, you're lying. It wasn't over cookies. It wasn't. I don't feel like you put your hands on Mahogany one because of no damn cookies, girl, please. You may have saw her phone or she was talking to the dude she was talking to or something like that because Mahogany, like, whenever you get through, you can flip this mental, emotional relationship if you want to. You ain't never got the kuka. Dudes did. You the type of person that walk around, you think you're a man. You're not. You can carry yourself as one as long as you want to. You can go to jail right now. You're going to be in a female prison. I don't know why you think you're going to Rikers with us. Why you think you're going to go there and be in the jail with Blair and Francis. And you not. I'm like, girl, you're not a man. Like, chill. Lesbian don't mean man. It don't. Because you don't want to be treated like one. You don't. Just like Mahogany will want somebody your size putting their hands on them. Because compared to Mahogany, you are a man. You are. Your stature, your bear stance, you definitely are like mannish when it comes to somebody as small as a Mahogany. And you ragged her, remember? But you wanted to brush over that. So you ragged her over some cookies. So you want me to believe that if you were not cool with Tasia, although all of y'all wanted her approval, although all of y'all like literally needed her validation, that you would have protected Mahogany? Somebody you weren't even speaking to? You want me to think that you would have stopped it. No, you would not have. You would have joined in. You beat her up before for less. You beat her up over some cookies. Girl. But you just have this heart of gold. You're just such a good person. No, you're not. Own it. Own it. You're just as messy, just as conniving as that's why y'all hung together. So when people ask you why you kept hanging with Tasia and all of them, it's an easy answer, Blue. Because all of y'all, some simple bitches with nothing to do. BSB, broke simple bitches. I'm just keeping it real with you. All of y'all was broke, trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. All of y'all simple, because none of y'all got no education, and all y'all bitches. So, I mean, it is what it is. Then y'all go around whooping on each other, jumping people. You want to go around talking about, Mahogany jumped a girl in the store. Why does that matter? If you was in love, why you keep trying to make her look like a guilty? Like, why you keep doing that? Like, you so fake. It's like coming out of your pores. Girl, you don't like her. It gives that. Like, ugh. Like, it's so fake. It's just like, ugh. Like, be real with yourself, because I'm allergic. Girl, I'm allergic to all that ish. I didn't know nothing about Mahogany jumping nobody in no store until Blue big ass. Girl, hair flip. She done did everything in her power to slowly but surely break Mahogany's character down and make her look like an aggressor and whatnot. I thought you cared about this person. This don't even make sense. Why do you keep trying to make her aggressive and all of these things not innocent? And she it really wasn't what you thought it was. Why are you doing all that? It gives you don't like her. You weren't even talking to her when she passed. You call everybody but her, but that's your girl. A homeboy, although nobody else knew that you and Mahogany were dating, a homeboy call you while you with your girlfriend and tell you that your other girlfriend just passed away. You're not attractive enough for these problems. I'm just. You couldn't even smash Mahogany. You couldn't even smash Tasia. Like, girl, you're not attractive enough for these problems. These are cute people problems. You are not that. Like, let's just keep it real. Girl, out of all of the girls in the group, you slept with the bum bitch. You slept with the one that don't know nobody want. The baby daddy. Girl, please. You slept with the leftovers. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it froggy. You're basic. Like, girl, please. Everything in her power to try to make Mahogany look like a bad person. Everything. In fact, we get it. You're basic. It gives. You want us to be with her and she ain't want you. It gives. You ask for some. See, like you said, you asked one time, you're going to never ask again. You asked for some. See, she said no. Didn't have the audacity to eat some of your cookies. Girl, I know you big, but I highly doubt, since you got so much money, you got money, right? You said you and Mahogany kept a pocket full of money, right? So let me beat up my girl over something I could just walk down the street and get. Yeah. Because people do that every day. You know how simple you sound? But you want to try to make Tasia look like a horrible person. What type of person jumps on somebody they're 10 times bigger than over some cookies? And like you said, you were going through things and so was she. Yeah, she was in a nigga and it wasn't you. Hair flip. You were very so much pressed with this mental relationship you had. You ain't fooling nobody but yourself. Girl, let's get right through all that bullshit. Girl, you're gonna say a lot of stuff. It's gonna get over a lot of people's head, but it ain't gonna get over mine. Like, no, it's bullshit. It absolutely is. Girl, please. You try to make it look like you just so innocent. The only innocent person passed in this situation. Not her innocent in life. Like Mahogany didn't make mistakes and was around basics like y'all, and whatnot. No, absolutely. Absolutely. Out of all of y'all, Mahogany was the only one that had her own place. Tasia and Ariana were in the process of being evicted. They didn't have no place. Girl, please. Why do you think Tasia was kicking at that Brandon house? Because she was getting put out. Girl. Like, ugh. Girl, Mahogany was the only one that actually had something going for her. The only one. On top of that, she was pretty, and dudes was actually spending money on her. Not y'all. The type of licks and the things that she could do, y'all couldn't do, y'all couldn't touch. Mahogany was a go-getter, and y'all didn't like that. Y'all didn't like it because y'all was seldom here and there. Mahogany was getting that money every day, every other day. Mahogany mind was always on money is what that gives. And let's just keep it froggy. And a lot of y'all couldn't keep up. So since y'all couldn't keep up, y'all had to take her down. It just went too far. That's it. That's all. So Blue trying to make it look like you innocent, girl. You ain't innocent. You were not her girlfriend. Stop saying that. No, you were not. Girl, please. Girl, you were the built up bad homie that sometimes, that always smoking, her green and stuff with people and buying liquor and whatnot. Girl, please. Mahogany was over there tagging all type of people. She wasn't tagging you. She wasn't tagging you in a damn thing. Girl, please. And then the same person that you set Mahogany up with, which was Ariana, is the first person you call. I wonder why you call Ariana Blue. See, talk about it. Talk about it. Because you wanted to know why your name was being said in that video too, didn't you? Didn't you? Remember you called her on Tuesday? You knew everything you needed to know. Videos and stuff, all that stuff was already out. Hurry up. Hurry up. What did you call Ariana for? Why would you call and check on Ariana if you feel like she just had something to do with your girlfriend? Excuse me? Hello? Why are you reaching out to the murderer? Why are you doing that? What do you need to talk to her about? Are you calling Ariana because that's the same person that you set Mahogany up with? Checking the temperature because your name was said in the video, so my girl? Hello? Blue? Girl? Hello? Hello? Why would you call Ariana? Girl? Why you ain't called Tasia? They let her go too. They let her go too on Sunday. They let her go too. You talking about the police should have done their job. You knew everything you needed to know. You knew what was up. You know, she let you got jumped out of her sleep, all of that stuff. Why you ain't call the police and tell the police? You called the police to try to vindicate yourself. See, that's narcissistic. See, I'm not going to call the police and give them information on my girlfriend that just passed away. But let me call them to vindicate myself because I didn't do it. It's narcissistic. Caring about what other people think. Because that's why you were trying to make yourself, if you're innocent, you just are. You don't have to portray. You don't have to act. You just are. If you're acting innocent, that means there's guilt. So you have to keep playing these scripts into your mind so that you can avoid telling the truth. That would incriminate you. So you have to keep skipping over the things. That's why your mind is always scrambling. Blue. Because you're trying to skip over the things that make you look bad. The things you shouldn't have done. You didn't even deliberately say that you put your hands on Mahogany before. That slipped out. Because you're so busy trying to prepare yourself to protect yourself from ridicule. You can't think straight. You're too busy sitting here trying to protect lies when you could just be honest. You could just tell the truth or just don't talk. Like, it's that simple. Like, girl, absolutely. I followed Shanquella's case very closely. I didn't interview nobody that was involved. Nobody. So no, I don't feel any type of way. I'm not like the interview girl. I mean, I'll do it here and there, but yeah, I'm not the interview girl. So I don't feel any type of way. Shout out to Ratchet TV. Shout out to the Official Campaign. I mean, anywhere else you go, like I don't care. I don't feel any type of way. This is about Mahogany. It's not about you. You keep again making it about you. That's the thing. You keep making it about you. You'll go places and talk about Mahogany for like 15 minutes, and then Tasia. It's like you have a vengeance against her, and we don't give up about it. We don't care. You feel like the worse you make Tasia look, the better you're going to look. You're not. You're not. At least Tasia's about to pay for what she did. What about you? Girl. Mighty weird. Why won't you talk about that? Talk about why you never told Mahogany that Ariana was on the phone. And talk about why, out of all the people you could have called, you called Ariana. You called Ariana because you know what Ariana heard. You know what Ariana heard. That's why she kept saying your name in the video. So you were calling her more so of a check-in, if you will. What was said, what's going on, what happened. That's what that were. Hair flip. That's what that were. That's why you contacted her. Guilty. That's a guilty conscience. Because I'm sure you're wondering yourself, because you can't, it's not really audible and exactly what was being said because it was so much noise and so many people, you know, hooping and hollering in the video. But Blue's name was definitely mentioned a lot. A lot. So with your name being mentioned a lot, that was for a reason. Anybody whose name was said that day matters. Anybody. Anybody. If they were saying Romel, who the fuck is Romel? Like we're gonna be looking for Romel. So it's no different than with you. I'm not blue. I'm not blue. No, I'm not blue. Blue, blue, blue. But you're innocent. I don't have anything to do with that. Although I set Mahogany up with talking to Ariana on the phone. She had no idea Ariana was on the phone, girl. After Mahogany passed away, I called Ariana. The people that I swear I hate. I thought you said you hate them. Did she say on Ratchet TV that she called Ariana on Tuesday? Did she say that to Ratchet TV? Because I don't recall that. I don't recall her saying nothing about she called Ariana. I don't recall. Did she say that on Ratchet TV? Because I don't recall. And that's what that word. I don't recall her saying it. You tried it. Because now all of a sudden I'm like, well, when she talked to Ariana, I didn't know she. I'm like, that was weird. I listened to Ratchet and his interview with her. I didn't hear her say nothing about calling Ariana. I'm like, oh, it's mighty weird how this story just keep changing. But if we point out how things change, we wrong. We biased. Like, no, we're not biased. You're not being asked the right questions. Like, you're being asked questions, but there's ones that could explain things, and those aren't being answered. Now, again, I'm newer to the situation. I'm new to the person. Birmingham Police Department needs to be reported to the feds. Correct. I mean, correct. Yeah, so I'm newer to the situation. So I feel like there's even more questions than that, like questions about like veto and and stuff like that that needs to be broken down more. But that would take somebody that knows what's going on. Okay. I would have to do more research. But based off of what I know, those questions, absolutely not. It gives you just wanted to go somewhere and yell at Tasia. Because we still are nowhere with the Mahogany thing. Because she said she wasn't there. So anything she's saying about what happened, how you telling us to get our facts straight and you wasn't there? Neither were we. But you telling us that we need to do our research. About what? About what? Shouldn't you be doing your research too? Because the receipts that you have don't have nothing to do with Mahogany passing away. So I don't see how these are receipts. What is this? Girl, this proves you a fake ass bitch. This all this proves. You keep talking to the people you swear you done with over and over and over and over and over. That's all I show you fake. Like you swear people off just to deal with them again. Yeah, no support system is what it's giving. You're fake. Because when you say you're done with somebody, you should be done. If you done with Tasia, why are you even speaking on her? Why are you even speaking on her? Talk about Mahogany. When did this become the Tasia show? See, this is what y'all did in real life. Tasia was word vomit. Y'all couldn't help but talk about her. She was always on your mind. Always on your mind. That's why you can't help it. You asked the question about Mahogany, you jump right back to Tasia. They were doing this, they were doing that, they was all selling this. Say. So it's like, okay, we get it. You don't like her. It's like, okay, we get it. Okay, you don't like her. Can we get back to Mahogany? Because she ain't said nothing. We still in confusion. Because we're like, girl, what? Because I didn't believe anything necessarily that she said about Mahogany, like being woke up by her. You weren't there. Why do you keep talking like you were there and telling us to do our research? It don't matter who you talk to, they wasn't there. Or were they? Hurry up. They weren't there. So anybody coming to give you details about what, they weren't there. All the people that were there are incarcerated, right? So how you coming forward like, oh, she was this, she was that, da-da-da. This is it. It's like, what? What? Then you talking about FaceTimes and what? Anybody, you got too much information to have not known sooner. And then I'm still not convinced that didn't nobody reach out to you, especially Ariana. Just like you didn't feel a problem to reach out to her, right, Blue? When you feeling some type of way, when you thought that she blocked you, but she told you that the police still had her phone? Okay. So y'all were still cool. You and Ariana. Okay. So why wouldn't she call you? I'm not convinced that she didn't. I'm not convinced that you weren't called, or at least text, a message sent, something. It gives you the proper deleted things too, so you can remove as much involvement as you were. Because I just find that mighty weird. They in this video screaming your name, but nobody will reach out to you. Nobody will reach out to you. They're recording it. They putting it on live. They're doing all type of stuff. The videos going around circulating. They allegedly calling people with her tied up. You know, all of this stuff. So somebody called you and told you that your girlfriend passed, but they wouldn't call you and tell you that she was tied up, although those FaceTime calls, according to you on Ratchet TV, you said happened Saturday. You said Saturday that those FaceTime calls were sent around, girl. Is that what you said? Okay. So it's giving, you knew sooner than what you were leading up to. Like you said, it takes 48 hours in Birmingham before a person is declared missing, right? So when the missing person went up on Sunday, okay, on Sunday, that's when you say that somebody called you and told you, you know, blah, blah, blah. But I thought on Ratchet TV, you said that happened Saturday because the family was saying something on Facebook about, which would be weird because her mom and sister didn't receive that text message until Sunday morning, I believe. Sunday morning. And the autopsy's not back, so we don't know exactly when she passed away. We don't know. She could have been deceased. She could have been. Skisha says, I wonder, have the detectives questioned Blue yet? Well, she said she turned herself in. What I don't know. How can you turn yourself in when you have no charges? But she said that she talked to them and she, you know, was questioned about what I don't know because she wasn't there. So I don't know what you would be questioned about. It's like the police bringing me in and question me for what? I wasn't there. Why would they need to talk to me? I would be confused by that. What you need to talk to me for? Like what? I don't know nothing. Watch my show. That's all I can take. Yeah. So for sure that she was in the chat. Saw us mentioning Saturday, wondering how she knew that now it's Sunday. Right. So I'm take it how you will, take a grain of salt. We're going to talk more about Termaine. This is not the end. Okay. This is just the beginning. So we will, I also want to, I'm reaching out to his mom. Because I would love to talk to her. Maybe even bring her on the show. She's up to it. So yeah, but I love you guys. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you all for the super stickers and super chats and becoming members and all the good stuff. Please like and subscribe if you have not already. I will see y'all the next video. Until then, y'all be good. I love you guys. Bye.